opportunity to fail and recover. Fail and recover. How many of, well, be honest now, how many of you have failed at something and then you've overcome the setback? You learned from it, didn't you? And in our book, we have a lot of tips and tools to teach you how to be mindful and focus in on those times and be present when it happens again, knowing that you have all the tools, the technology, the teamwork, the training, the capability, okay, to get it done. Now I'm going to ask you, look at this word, fear, false evidence appearing real. I would ask you, based on the question, what are you afraid to fail at in your personal or professional life that I asked you a few minutes ago? I'd ask you, look at this fear, false evidence appearing real, and tell me, of those letters, F-E-A-R, checking in on what your fear is it real? Is it real, or have you overcome this before? And do you know how to overcome this? I bet you do. It just takes a little bit of thought and a little bit of courage to help you remember. So, how do you get over a setback? How do you get over this feeling that you are fearful and perhaps can't overcome something as quickly as you'd like? Or you get frozen by it. Remember in high school biology, we were all taught, right? Fear causes the freezing or the fleeing. Some people will actually fight their way out of a situation, but most of us tend to freeze or flee. So how do we overcome inertia? Well, the courage to fail obviously comes from our ability to act. So let me ask you, when and what enables you to take action? When are you able to take action, and what enables you to take action? Very important. Think about that for a second. Now I want you to hold a thought about one time you wanted to act but you didn't. Well, you didn't act because you didn't think it was the right time. We call that good self-regulation or good impulse control. And I'll talk a little bit about emotional intelligence in a minute or two, and some of the traits of emotional intelligence that help us in this whole fearless leaders model. But I want you to think about that. Hold a thought about one time you wanted to act but you didn't. Just hold the thought. Now I ask you, hold a thought about one time you did act, and what happened? What was the difference? What was the outcome? We're not interested in whether it was negative or positive. What we're interested in is how you gained the courage and the confidence to overcome that inertia and have the ability to act. And I bet you it did have a positive outcome for some.